circle and a couple times. I think the key here is going to be this. Tinker needs to have an incredible game. Gyrocopter needs a very fast BK, but also like a Link. It's just a rough game, man. They have to deal with a lot of heroes.
So you think OG just they use that second pick, just secured themselves like a really big draft advantage?
Yeah, I think, and again, like my concern is, if I'm cancel stack, like you gotta switch up your lanes, but the problem is they're so predictable because cancel's always mid, Bambo's always off lane. Gives a team like OG with all the experience in the world a really easy. So if I'm cancel stack, my Tinker's going safe lane. Your Enigma is mid against the excuse me, or you're just like aggro, you're tri-laning mid or you're tri-laning off lane. But you do not want Enigma against Duke ever. Just get extra farm, completely free farm, and the supports of OG are going to be free to do whatever they want. Enigma dies top to a Shackle, and the Sand King can help Doom. And there's no real way for AA Tusk to kill Sand King, so they're going to just do these annoying creep mechanics. They're going to pull, they're going to Heroes bottom. That means Zeus will have an easy lane middle. They'll just trade against Tink, whereas Medusa, they're going to end up trading in 2 lanes and really losing in one of them. That's just not good. They even get this ward up. Really nice ward.
Jarek's going to go for it. See if he can snipe their bounty rune if they invade. It's not going to be the case here, so he can instead just go for the creep pull.
Screw the bounty rune, man.
Bounty runes are certainly not worth hardly any investment. See mids all the time, give up on their lane. Jarek's a little bit cautious here on that first wave. Is going to go for the pull on the second wave, knowing that the supports are probably going to protect it initially.
Yep, smart decision.
Everyone gets lazy. Like, no supports wants to be running back and forth protecting each creep wave.
Yep. Of has to not die. They go rocket first. How do you have cold feet? I guess it's fine.
That'll work with the ice shards.
I would have given the first. The death secures the wave.
And come with me, you can get boots. Seems like the big part of offlane right now. Not caring if you die.
Yep, that was kind of a free. It's also like an impossible thing. I like what. Tower, so we'll actually be able to. Mid is actually getting. Also,
Akeem, he's in trouble. He's gonna have to go for an ancient tonight. Oh, wow. Those ancients did a lot of damage. I'm so surprised they one-shot him. And Sexy Bow just playing jungle. Since it's a Shadow Shaman Medusa lane, that doesn't sound like the most fun thing in the world.
I'll take your tribute.
Acceptable to being dope. I expect nighttime. Catapult, you're gonna see it dive top, they're gonna kill it.
Illusion.
Rushing skull. Hunza, you just want regen. Golden one.
Yeah. Eventually, the Zoo's gonna run out of mana to spam the Arc Lightning. The laser starts getting more effective. Yeah, that's no good. He's gonna get ganked too. Could end up even worse for him. No-Tail's got his bottle. He go lead with the illusion. See if he can take up the tower. Even throws the illusion onto the tower to make sure it takes the aggro. Cancel. Oh, they missed the lightning bolts. Jarek's good play does get up on the high ground with that burrow strike, but they'll miss out on the kill on cancel.
Why, thank you.
That was pretty unfortunate.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Use the double TPL. S4's Saves, he's level. Real spooky.
Wow.
He died once.
He is versus a gyrocopter with the missile. Unfortunately, they didn't still hold the shards, or else they could have gotten a really good body block.
Can't really deal with the problem. I mean, up top, Bambo already has arcade quite well, but game's pretty even. Can go either way. I just feel like OG has far easier wins. They literally just killed the Tinker.
Yeah, and they're gonna do it right now. Jerix gets another wraparound behind the tower.
The right lane to pressure. This is the second time he's come here, and that's their move. You know, Tinker is the one that'll actually slow this game down, and he's the really all the damage output. Because while Gyro, you know, that 9 black talent, good, they have no actual burst. Like, they can't make the Gyro any better. Ogre Gyro, Io Gyro, these are all very nice, but if you just have a Gyrocopter, like, that's not enough damage.
Yeah.
This Doom will buy a Crimson Guard and kill the Tinker. Hey, it's nighttime. Let's dive top. 4 heroes.
Special with the haste rune on No-Tail. Check one spot. 60 Bambo actually went up north. No-Tail finds him now. Burrow Strike. No TP's in. Not really. Come with me. He's actually trying to get fly, but he's going to be held up by the shackles and maybe in trouble here with a lightning bolt slowing him down a little bit more. Come with me. We'll be okay for now.
Good move. Can't really prevent it. Now they just push top. Everybody salves. Lots of regen.
Oh, Akeem could get a pretty good ice shards if he wants to, at least on fly, but listen, go for it.
The problem is, like, who does this AA Tusk play with, you know? Like, you can't really kill Zeus. Bottom lane is a top lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Kill the kill.
Right.
So they need to defend their tower. They're playing with or against. Tower's alive, and Tinker has like great bots. You're in a really good. But if they lose a couple tier 1s, which I expect them to once this roster hits 6, probably around that 10-minute mark.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna be chainsaw. Oh no, fly gets a little greedy. It goes for the lightning before the shackles. As a result, even with that messed up shards.
Fine. He went for an attack as well.
Yeah.
I think he still might get that kill, but that's just OG. Don't want to overextend. They just want to. Like Medusa's still free farming. Zeus still farming middle. You know, no.
It's working.
Ancient Apparition. I'm not sure what Come With Me is gonna be able to accomplish here anywhere in the laning phase.
He's up top. I don't really know what he does up here, but he's there.
Both of OG's large impact in this game. AA Tusk, if they don't, you know, they both fall off really. Zeus is pretty much a better and easier thing with Gyro. You know what I mean? It's just easier for them to play. They also have this way to towers, whereas cancel have just the bonds, raw auto attacks. Hardest heroes.
Jerix. I'm not sure if he got spotted there, but he actually did a sneaky little maneuver blocking that attempted stack on the hard camp. Oh, Doom gonna go down bottom lane. Good shard block to make sure the S4 can't fully pursue, and it's gonna be chased away now with Come With Me there. But in the mid lane, cancel. It's already taken a decent amount of damage, and now Jerix is about ready to pop out. But actually holds. I thought would have been a guaranteed kill for them.
This is one of my favorite wards, by the way. He's the OG, top lane. Great ward. Medusa can play so aggressively and just power, and Enigma is just forced to sit here, farm less than Medusa.
Wait, what top lane ward?
Yeah, this.
Oh, behind the tier 2. I didn't see it on the minimap.
They have another really good one. They're watching over Cancel's wood. As soon as you see he goes March build, you put wards in his jungle and fall off. Still ahead of the Zeus, of course, but that's kind of a play. All tower on bottom.
Good combo. Jarek's with the haster and is actually still searching for Akeem. They stick together though. Good discipline there from the cancel stack, not splitting up at all.
The thing is, I don't think S4 gives a shit. He wants to die. That's his job in this game. Make space for his Zeus, make space for his Medusa. Zeus ult's coming up real soon, and now he can just run bottom and threaten to kill him with Gyrocopter, just by the nature of having Zeus ult. And of course SK being off map, but no choke up in the ward right now.
So at what point do you move the Gyrocopter out of this lane and start going to the Deuce's lane?
Hard, man. You don't really want to play into Deuce, but you have to. I think it's more about killing towers, but they don't have the play to do that. Quick note, this ward, they just countered it, it was right here. Never place the ward in range of this sentry, because people will always place it here to get this hill and this hill. So if you place it in range of that sentry, it's just going to die anyway. You're not fancy. In the words of Grant, like, nice try, kid.
Jarek. Spotted out here. Looks like they're going to move Charlie out of lane indeed. Just not where you expected. All right, well, cool. Neutral.
In the meantime, they're farming everywhere. They do not care. Rezo's almost about finished with his Mask of Madness. Let's check the status of these Ancients. Wow, triple over here. Triple soon to come in this bottom stack. Well, let's check out the Radiant Ancients. We got Uno. Oof.
It's pretty rough considering the support side and cancel side really didn't have as much to do. You know, you expect the more active, like, Sand King lineup to not have the time to be able to stack.
Yep. Not to mention, they put so much emphasis into, like, playing against this Doom. He's got 2 deaths, sure, but he's level 8. That's insane. He is so strong. And every time they kill him, they're burning through effectively, like, near 2,000 HP, because he's got this unholy aura, and he's got the Scorched Earth. Like, what did he do? We just saw Gyro for a hard time. Jesus.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Not a very stacked one at that.
No. Now they're saying there's probably a tome on the way. As soon as Rasta gets it. Nope. Looks like Rezo used the courier, of course. Rasta doesn't get his tome. It's all the way in base. Thanks, Rezo.
Gotta get that Mask of Madness, man.
No. Look at Fly though. He doesn't care. He's just gonna say, "Well, I wanted to push bot tower, but instead I'm gonna stack Ancient." Good decision. No-Tail continuing to farm mid, just rushing Aether Lens. I like that. They have no real catch for this Zeus right now. It's pretty much just Tusk, and he's sitting at Boots and a Windblade. So that's gonna be real tough. And all OG really has to do is defend their objectives, continue to farm. Eventually, Rezo will take Ancient, and then they will just force towers down with this Rasta. It looks like Tome is not on the way. He bought a Smoke and a Ward instead. Damn, Fly, team player.
That's some serious self-sacrifice.
Like S4 has saved 3 skill points at the moment. I really like that. You're not using fire, no reason to level it just yet, and you might be in a position where Max Eve will land you.
I have seen a lot of Max Scorched Earth, or excuse me, Inferno Blade builds on Doom lately. Just like 2 levels for Scorched Earth for the laning phase, and then straight to your kill power.
The Inflame build, I like it a lot as well. And also another nice ward that's very rarely countered, placed by OG. So they see the Enigma, they're gonna run up and say hello. There's the Max E on the Doom. Oh, we will use it. And they're gonna TP in anyway. Bad, please cancel. They didn't cancel.
Oh, Jarek's just throwing out the Burrow Strike out of nowhere. They are going to be able to get the ultimate out for the Gyrocopter. Doesn't really do anything. They can quickly turn on him if they want to. As the Shackle's there, Jarek has a stun up, but a Burrow Strike with 1 more second. He's able to kill him. No-Tail in the back lines. Deep. Still trying to kill 60 Bambo. I thought the Gyrocopter was getting in a little bit too deep. No-Tail really shows you how it's done, apparently.
I think, yeah, that's a great fight. I don't think they want the Gyro to TP like that. You want to let them commit to the dive. Gyro, they had the Tinker coming in with the bots, but it works out. They get the Zeus, which is a really big kill. No-Tail spent his money before dying, though, so he lost nothing. But the thing is, like, Deuce just farmed 1 Ancient stack, now he's going to the other, and look at that net worth, man. That is so scary. Spooky.
Deuce is getting out of control. The dire side Dusa triangle, man.
Oh yeah.
Nothing beats it.
Makes you sad. And now fly is gonna be like, oh, what's up? I'm Styx. I got my arcanes. Come with XP real quick.
Another smoke like that, they actually get a successful pickoff. Start threatening towers pretty quickly. And Epicenter up at top lane. Charlie's pretty fast though. Will get out of range relatively quickly.
I will say, I believe that if this game is even around like the 40-minute mark, that's where the Tinker, it all comes down to this Tinker. If Tinker has like this dream game and just outplays OG, baits the Zeus ult, doesn't get doomed, and gets his spam lasers off, like the Deuce's damage output will be non-existent, and maybe that'll help.
Cancels here, making sure Bambo doesn't get dove.
They need some towers. That bottom being pressured. Rasta might find him on the top board. Helping up on tower. The problem with Tinker though, you don't actually stop Rasta's push for the most part. A ult flying bot as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Slow down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Midas blink on Bambo. Lots of ways to cancel this blink, but as we said, like they need that catch, you know what I mean? And if he gets a blink BKB, just jumps the Zeus, he will die, which is what they need.
Is that their whole entire idea behind these team fights? Is like you just gotta catch the Zeus as much as possible, kind of ignore Dusa if necessary, just deal with the other heroes.
That's what you have to do, yeah. You can just blind him, you sigil him, but you need to kill this Zeus. And Zeus does the most damage in Dota 2.
Oh, nice catch.
On average, so you gotta kill the Zeus.
Great pickoff on Jarek's the Sand King.
Yeah, that was huge. That gives them the tower. They really need that as well. And in the meantime, Cancel's just shoving lanes. The only concern I have is this Dusa. And if it were some other player, I'd be like, maybe I'm just always afraid when Rezo's on this game-winning hero. I feel like he's one of, if not the best carry in the world. He almost always makes proper item decisions. He's gonna go Pike. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a Linken's, but I expect he'll end up with like Manta and an MKB timing at a point. And I think he'll be. He doesn't make bad decisions. That's why Rezo's so damn good. He's a talented player, but his item decisions are always on point. And when you're in a position like this, nearly 4,000 gold ahead of the game, you need to make those decisions because he is his team right now.
Trading tower for tower, Resolution just keeps on marching forward. That is one of the hard things about Tinker is that he cannot really push back the Dusa as well as you'd be able to push back a lot of these other cores.
Yep. He needs more items. They really need one fight to sort of slow the game down because OG's play, they need mid tower, they need Roche, and then they can go collect tier 2s. And they need to try and slow that down.
Scouting ultimate from No Tail reveals there are 5 heroes all pretty much hold up around mid. Maybe they hope to just be able to quickly 5-man down this mid lane, but it's going to be tough pushing into a Zeus with the Dusa standing in front. Certainly not going to be the easiest tower.
Then Jarek's just farming top. He's very close to Blink. Really a big item. Helps to find the Tinker. That's really what you kill Tinker with. You know, it's this drop. I hope he dropped an item and it wasn't just deleted from the server. Because he went from like 6,000 net worth. Must be because it's on courier or something. Really weird. The advantage went from 2 to 4k all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, they Zeus
ult. Got his Yasha.
They Zeus ult, they find the Tinker, they stun him, and then eventually Zeus like drops Ags on him. And then the Tinker dies. And it's really just a game of who kills the enemy's mid spellcaster first. I just feel like it's way more difficult to get past the Medusa Doom than it is Gyro Enigma. So a lot of this game is going to be on Bambo, getting off a big ultimate.
There's certainly some very well-established frontrunners for OG, and Gyrocopter is not nearly far enough ahead to say that he can be that for you, right? He's got to get his BKB before he even comes close to that.
No one on Radiant really wants to go in. No one wants to get in, and that's always annoying to play against. Oh, nice. That's a big kill. They get the Jarek's kill before he buys the plane. Very nice.
Yeah. Great setup by Akeem. He's done a great job on these four really positions.
I feel like someone has to buy a pipe on cancel stack as well, but no one really wants to. That's like the dream game. There's no pipe buyers.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Time to put that 90 GPM talent on Tusk to use.
Going Scotty on Medusa. I think he just probably goes Scotty MKB. He might get a BKB at some point, but I know for a fact he'll have MKB eventually. It's just a question of when they're trying to fight. And Scotty's just such an insane item on Medusa. You get so much EHP from the item.
So you were talking about Manta, I'm presuming in a large part to deal with the laser. Why do you think you went for the Scotty instead?
Manta's a bad item, honestly. It's just not good on Medusa because the way your hero functions. So he can still get it, but I think he's so far ahead, he's like, I'm just going to continue to scale, and we'll just wait for my MKB to like win the game anyway, and he can then skip the Manta. So he might get it anyway, but the Scotty just helps you accelerate, and it makes you more difficult to take down. And I really think that OG will win if they just have the Medusa Doom run in, they utilize, like they tank the Flash, they tank Tinker's mana pool, and then, you know, they both just win the fight. But they get a nice kill on Doom down bottom.
Goodness gracious, what was he doing down there?
He's doing his job, man. He's the designated feeder. That's what he does. He's a little aggressive, but the thing is, he trades his life, and they now defend the tower. In the meantime, okay, I mean, I guess he could live there.
I was about to say, they also defended the top tower for cancel stack against the ward push, so not even like they got something major on the other side of the map for it.
Yeah. No reward. Another benefit of Zeus, the B word free. I like his choice as a force staff as well, because the only real lockdown for him is this Tusk, or maybe an Enigma stun, and if he just forces away, he will probably live. And he understands, I just need to cast my spells and stay alive, and I will win my team the game.
Nobody likes playing Tusk if the enemy team has force staffs before you have Blink. It snowballs your initiation and they can just get farther away from you. Makes you pretty sad. Tusk's gonna end up dying here to the combination of Fly and No Tail. They're actually gonna throw out another scouting ultimate here, just to make sure. Gyrocopter was in the jungle, so they're feeling a little spooked where he could be. And Jarex is currently trying to set up, see if he can pick off the Tinker with his fresh Blink Dagger.
Aether Lens on cancel finished. Scotty soon to be on Medusa. Another thing I love about watching No Tail play Zeus, a lot of players don't do this. He always spams his bolt, even when he's farming, on good places to check for vision. He's found 2 wards so far. I'm sure he'll find more before the game ends. Now Medusa just kind of shows mid, start pushing because the Tinker showed top. There's his Doom on the gyro, and he's dead. And the tower's in the back. That's typical OG. Small window, they capitalize, they get a kill on a core, they're killing a tower, and, you know, just increases their lead.
6-6, 2k gold lead for a Medusa lineup, made even better by that tower kill. But the real difference is that Zardusa is a 4,000 gold lead over the Tinker, almost 5,000.
Yep. OG just has an easier draft to execute, like, and they played it better. Like, I have yet to see an instant stack in Spiral, and they find the Tinker bot. The FB,
Tries to get the kill on No Tail in return. Lacking damage, and this game just very rapidly going from bad to worse for cancels.
800 mana talent, picked up on the Medusa. He's got Scotty complete. Next play with wards is going to be Roche. They get Roche. They go push tier 2s. They finish probably like MKB plus 1 item. Probably like just MKB Butterfly. And you go win game. Oh, he's going BKB. I like that too. Yeah, you go BKB or MKB. This to me says they're going to get Aegis, they're going to get Medusa BKB, and they're going to go try to end. Although, they also don't really need him to scale much more. Like, they're so ahead at this point, they don't even need Aegis. Like, they can just march down towers, and as long as they get the initiation, which is very easy, as they have the natural frontliners and Zeus providing vision, and there's no way to really get vision on this Radiant side with the exception of the Sigil and Stamina.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
when you're this far ahead, right? Like, just more time in the game is just more time for Tinker to make a comeback. Deuce has pretty much already reached one of his biggest peaks.
BKB finished on Enigma. OG makes the very wise decision to just back away. They can only lose the game on that fight. They don't need it. If they're going to fight, they want to do it on their terms. Medusa can still scale. He can still get level 25. There's a lot of things that he can do.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has been denied.
What is it about the offlane towers? Why is the offlane tier 1 and tier 2 just like always the last to fall in every single game? Like even mid towers, tier 1 and tier 2 will sometimes go down before the offlane tier 1.
I thought it was you mean the safe lane lay off the soup for Dire? Do you mean this like bottom area of the map over here?
Yeah, I mean
Dire
like
is- I always think it's
Dire
passive.
offlane. I feel like offlane towers stay up a really long time. So he goes with Radiant offlane towers.
I don't know. I feel like teams with more emphasis on killing those offlane towers. The safe lane ones just don't open up the map at all. So
Yeah.
they're also like way easier to just give up because you just don't care. The offlane towers have a lot more to do with map pressure, especially on Dire. As soon as this tower dies, the entire map opens up, and all of a sudden you have like 4 paths to this Radiant mid lane.
Radiant structures
And
are
they're just pushing
fortified.
for 2, gets canceled.
Dire's
But
top
he's got to be
tower
really
is under
careful because at any point he gets bolted, they Zeus ult, and he's in trouble. He's going Ags. They really, oh man, they really wanted this Ags timing like way before. This Enigma is the top net worth on the Radiant side, and I really fear any time OG is playing a game and it's this low kill. This is a game OG will always win in my eyes. You need to pressure them more. You cannot allow them to just execute their game plan because they're gonna do. Like, I feel like both teams have very similar ideas of what they're trying to do, but OG's lineup is better, their execution is better, and their players are better. Just most easily emphasized by the fact that there was a quad stack top and a quad stack bottom, whereas Gyro has had no Ancients to farm at all.
Come with me.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Gonna
under
get spotted. OG. A little bit of the smoke pop. Should still be able to take this tower again. The Tinker. He can deal with the creep wave. He can't deal with resolution.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yep.
Well, shit. Looks like all that's left is take Roshan, take a tier 3 shrines. Just seems like OG can kind of systematically run through this.
BKB finished on Rezo, so it's pretty much impossible to kill him now. He cannot die.
You kind of got to see the opposite of this, right? Like, if you're the Gyrocopter lineup against the Dusa, you need to be the one taking map control, invading, denying those ancient stacks. Instead, it's kind of like OG who own the enemy ancient stacks.
Yep.
They could just freely invade. There's not a whole lot for Radiant to be able to farm up except for whatever Tinker gets.
We have Blink Doom, Ags next on, and Blink Rasta, Blink SK, Force SK, Force Zeus. It's just all mobility. Get on top of them, get vision from your tanky cores, play around the Dusa, and just go. And they're just gonna counter initiate so hard. Look at how farmed Rezo is. This is crazy.
9k up.
Yep.
Katakim,
Through the way-
fly, not going to keep going for it though. Bottom lane, having a bit of a guess here. Jerix does find Come With Me, but they've already used their stuns to cancel the TP, so Come With Me can get off a little bit here on a Jerix, see if they can actually get that one kill. Maybe kill No Tail as well. Tinker's looking to be able to run him down. The whole team shows up to be able to claim those 2 lives, and Come With Me still managed to live.
The only issue is, unfortunately, they aren't getting anything out of the kills. And in reality, like, this is something Liquid does and Secret does. When they die and they're like quote unquote feeding, it's over here. Where's the objective for Radiant to take? It's all the way over here. So by the time they're actually on top of the tower that matters, which is tier 2, they're going to be respawned, and they might not even get the tier 1 because they've used, you know, all of these spells. They got to regen, and now it's just, now they're pushing and they have 20 seconds. And it's just always a good sign. The best teams, when they die, they're in the enemy half. And if you do that, it is much harder for the enemies to take objectives after killing them.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Take the tier 1. As you said, with the death timer coming up short, looks like the bottom tier 2 and mid tier 1 are still going to stay alive. Unless Cancel Stack can make some sort of re-entry play to the bottom lane, see if they can catch somebody defending, TPing, defending that tower push.
Cancel
Or just creeps.
Staff, by the way.
Okie dokie.
I understand.
That's how you know you feel pressured.
Yeah, the only concern I have is that they need to do more damage, and right now they're not out of this at all, but I'm just, OG's timing is going to be real scary when they get level 25 Deuce and Aegis. Which
OG
is about to happen.
not taking the bait on that bottom lane push whatsoever. They don't send anybody there. Instead, they wait for somebody to show up and then immediately go into Roshan. So as soon as Shirocopter shows, they drop wards in pit. Roche already at half HP.
They have a tome and base. I think you just get Deuce at 25 and you just go do some work. That's my play. They can also probably wait for the butterfly.
Well, it's pretty clear. They know. I think they knew even before the Ice Blast scouted it, which is why Charlie went straight uphill, started banging on the tier 3, and actually almost finished off that tier 3. Oh, is that an aggressive force staff? It looks like they're going to be able to get the Gyrocopter kill pretty easily here. Where the hell did that come from?
I like the play. Ah, man, I really would have liked that play if they were set up. But the problem is Zeus is just going to ult. NotHot does a good job, just ults right away. And they see, like, oh, they fucked off. All right, kill the gyro. And, yeah, he died.
That's actually so hard to play around. I never thought about the ether lens with force staff. Like, you could get offensively force staffed so much earlier than you ever usually expect. Like, normally you can usually see it coming, right? The hero has to at least run at you a little bit. That ether lens force staff range is huge.
And the cool thing about Zeus is the hero is, like, right now he's level 18. And this is about as good as it gets. Like, his net worth doesn't matter. The only items that really matter are, like, the Aether Lens, because it allows you to cast your spells, but the whole game is just you casting your spells. They never really increase in damage. You can buy a Kai, of course, but, like, this is peak Zeus. You don't need net worth. And it allows them to have this Rasta and SK also with their own items that can now impact the game. Cancel Stack, they're still in this for sure. The Gyro Death hurts. Usually they try to exploit the Doom being down window, but it's really difficult when there is an Aegis on the Dusa. The thing is, if they can buy time, like if you look at the advantage, it's 1k. That's really not significant. And the Lincoln's Enigma would make his ultimate uninterruptible. And if he can get just 2 heroes, preferably the supports and Medusa, because otherwise Medusa's just going to kill him from like outside of the ult. If he can get 2 cores, one of whom has to be the Dusa, they will kill the other hero, and then hopefully trap Dusa in. Gyro comes in, kind of wrecks everyone, but they need one more item on like all of their heroes. They really need this Ags on the Tinker, because until then, I don't think they have damage to kill things in this. But, like, yeah. It's very doable, though, because Medusa stops scaling at a certain point. Like, he hits 25. This is, like, their real timing. He doesn't buy other items, you know? He can get this butterfly, but after that in 25, he's only going to get worse as the game goes on.
Are you saying that, like, Medusa has now reached, like, the Animage point in the game? Like, is it now that Deuces farm so quickly that they actually peak out relatively early and some of these other later game carries can catch back up?
Yeah, it's a lot like Animage, actually. People think of Animage as like a super hard carry, but
That's what I just said.
Yeah. I'm just fucking with
I'm like, is Kyle listening to me? What's going on? Anyway, go on.
Yes, exactly what you're saying. The reason Dusa AM are like super scary carries is because they get to this point faster than everyone else. It's sort of like a Shadow Fiend. Like, SF, you want to be ahead of the game. If he's not ahead of the game, he's sort of behind. Although that was like the old style SF. The new SF's like, I don't even know. It's a weird hero, but
Yeah.
You just get 6 slotted really fast. But let's say this game goes to 60 minutes. It doesn't, like, who cares? You know, what does Dusa do with 20,000 more gold? Not much.
But Dusa, like, the old knowledge of Dusa is like she's like one of the be all end all carries. Do you think that's like just no longer the case, that she's not nearly that big of a late game carry anymore, or is she both? Is she both the fast farmer and still one of the best late game heroes out there?
Both. It depends on how you play. The thing is, there's no real hero that kind of, like, if you have PL, I think is like the perfect hero to deal with Medusa because you outscale him eventually. None of the heroes on cancel stack really do that. It's more that they have 3 cores, and if they kill the Zeus, it's easier to deal with Medusa. But I really want to see a halberd come out. I think that's like the go-to item to buy against Dusa. I've seen Puppy buy halberd against Dusa on like Disruptor, so I'm sure that it's being undervalued in this game.
Poor Gyrocopter is still trying to work towards a butterfly, but at least Sexy Bambo's becoming a big boys. Almost has that BKB and Lincoln's combination that you said he needed.
Yep. He just has to get the Dusa before ult, or wait out the ult, because otherwise it's just going to immediately interrupt him. So that's like the one thing that can mess with him. So he has to get the Dusa +1. However, I think OG is going to do your typical star formation. So let's find this Dusa. Let's pretend the Rax is over here. You're going to have Zeus over here on the side. Can't draw on the map. Okay. You're going to have Dusa like up here. Okay. Zeus is going to be here. Supports are going to be in the back. And Doom is going to blink in. And Deuce is going to run in. And then they're going to have this star formation. They're all going to play around Medusa. And no one's going to get Black Hole. And it's going to be a hard game for Bambo. Because it's just so easy for OG to not stand on top of Medusa.
All right, Swindles, you got all the answers, but what about this one? Have you seen Cancel's quick buy?
Ooh, I like it. I really think he needed an Ags at some point.
So, I'm okay. Getting Ags, getting Nullifier?
I believe it's refreshable, and you can just nullify the Dusa, and he never gets BKB off. The problem is he can still attack you.
Yeah, and Nullifier doesn't have great range, right?
Does it disable the Scotty? Is that how it works, though?
No, it does not disable passives of items. Exactly. Only they activate them. So,
Tusk.
I just don't. Maybe his plan is to get the 3. You know, you get Tinker. You build yourself an Orchid, a Nullifier, and a Halberd. What can the hero do? They're silenced, muted from using items, and disarmed.
Hey man, I don't know.
That could just as easily be a Sight Device instead of a Nullifier.
Yeah, man.
Just the same thing, but better.
I don't know.
I can't believe you were like, ooh, I like this guy.
I was testing you, dude. I just want to believe. I don't want to flame. I want to believe.
You don't want to flame your boy Cancel?
Oh god, he's actually gonna.
I mean, hey, maybe he's going the 100 damage, 20 talent.
Zeus ult to cancels blink before he can come in. Although I don't think it would have helped. So the issue I have is they're planning on trying to kill this Dusa, and that's not the answer. You kill his team, you control the Dusa. He has Butterfly as well. He split the mask with Butterfly. What a player. And now they're real strong, but they just don't. Do they need to do this? I don't know, man. I think OG is just going to look for this one big fight and just try and win the game off that. Look how aggressive Rezo can play, though. He's just behind. He's just cutting waves. They're just pressuring lanes, which is so hard to do against the Tinker. But by doing this, they're able to pressure the last 2 on the map, which is their next objective.
I'm watching Cancel, and he's not completing his Aghanim Scepter despite being in base for 3k gold. So I thought maybe, you know what? Maybe he's just having some trolling with his quick buy.
Nah, man.
This is some new meta shit, that's for sure.
I mean, they're doing okay. Like, the advantage increased mostly due to these towers, and OG, as you can see, like, they just exerted themselves on the map. They know they have Aegis Dusa, so they can just play really aggressively. Still okay, I just, man. Okay, Tinker got Ags. Thank you, baby. We have Ags Tinker now.
Cancel's just trying to mess with us. That's all that's happening. And now he's going to keep this quick buy while picking up Scythe of Ice.
If he can get Scythe and Shivas, they will win this game. If he can get to those items. It'll be hard, but if he can get Hex and Shivas, they will win.
And now we've got the Aghanim Scepter plus the level 20 Zeus, so he's got the extra mini bolt lightning stun.
They need control for the Medusa, and they need vision so that Flat can kill everyone.
Lightning bolt mini stun is what I meant to say.
It is really good because Tinker cannot play any ultimate, and you can interrupt. I mean, it's just good. Get stuck in ult. I think he's just gonna wait next stage. You're gonna see a Bloodthorn come out on Rezo.
Sure.
I like that as well because you don't need. If you silence someone, your attacks don't miss, even if you're lasered. So it's pretty cool. I'm not sure how the mechanic works, but I think if you attack a primary target and you hit, your split shot attack hit, but I believe they might just hit. Look at this gyro. Holy shit.
Gyro almost dies to trying to deal with the Nimbus.
Yep. They need a pipe on someone, but who can buy this pipe? No one. They're going Super Urn on Tusk. AA's got a Glimmer, but like they need a pipe so bad. They're gonna make a good smoke. I think I like the smoke play, but they need to be real careful. This is a great movement, though. The OG's out of position if they can land this. They need this the vision, though. They might run into No Tail.
They spot him. See if they can grab him here. The snowball is going to be a little bit hard to get there. No Tail's going to preemptively drop there. Oh no, the shards push him away, and Resolution's here with a BKB and his ultimate, so everyone had to run him away, and he's still got the Stone Gaze form onto the Gyrocopter. That pretty much kills the fight. Sexy Bambo is forced to pop his BKB, but he's not going to be able to get the blink away, especially not with the Doom on him. 2 cores down, 1 support as well, and all up to Cancel's Tinker to try and hold against the OG push.
Radiant's top tower is under
They have no way of getting vision. They have to just run into a favorable team fight. That's really hard to do. How do you have? You can't play Forge playing against the Zeus, so OG just constant total map control. They're on cancel. They'll be okay though.
S4 may actually die.
Ooh,
nice use of that flat cannon.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't take a tier 3. It's about all the good things you can say about that for Cancel Stack. They've got more time. More time.
They're not out of it. But like, man, they have nothing to deal with this Dusa. And they don't have a pipe. Like, the damage output from OG is nuts. If they just get their spells, their BKBs off, like, I don't know how you kill anyone, is my concern. It comes down to Bambo. Bambo needs to hit a huge ultimate. It has to be on Dusa, plus probably 2.
Dusa can't have popped his ultimate. Otherwise, you're just looking at him while you're black holing. Whoa, that's a unfortunate timing there for Jarex. Won't matter though, Akeem still gonna go down. Sexy Bambo is pushing forward like he wants to try and catch someone here. But that's probably not for the best.
It's so hard, man. They don't see anything. They have no real vision. Like, they just got these wards up, but eventually No Tail's going to run around bolting them. And even so, if OG is just playing real close to their base, you don't see them still.
We'll have Ags being built by Jarek, so even longer range initiation to catch the Tinker.
Are scanning.
Look at OG's vision as well. Oh,
Caught Sexy Bambo. Well worth it to throw down multiple ultimates. Gyrocopter tries to drop his own ulti there, but it is not a fight that they could take. Any fight without the Enigma feels hopeless.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
look, they kill that ward. Look at OG's vision as well. Both enters or exits to the base, pretty much covered. Cancel's gonna get top tier too. That's nice for his team.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Playing really well. He's just cutting waves constantly. Doing a really good job.
Dire's
Oh, he's got a backdoor mid too. Nice.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh no.
Thing is, as soon as they see cancels out of mana, boom, drop wards. If wards flip, they're gonna try and just get this tier 3. No Enigma, 30 seconds.
See if they can threaten the Gyrocopter as he goes for the wards. Half of them already dead. Bouncing laser hitting all 4, plus the missiles start raining in. OG have to retreat with that kind of damage.
If they had a vision hero, man, it'd be so much easier to play this Tinker because you get so much more damage off. But the moment they run out of like just the vision of the base, all of a sudden Tinker doesn't look nearly as OP. So they're just like this fight over here, right? They had Tusk and Gyro run in because there's no one that can actually like go. So now you're forcing a hero like Gyro, who really doesn't want to be this guy. He's not strong enough, and if he runs into Ducey, he just dies. But they need somebody to make space for this Tinker, and there's no one who can really do it.
Push out 10-15. 13,000 gold lead right now. Cancel stack. Still barely holding in there. Haven't lost a tier 3 yet. But OG have consumed 90% of the map. Continue to build more and more gold advantage. And
Doom with the Devour gold talent, so he's going to get stronger and stronger as the game continues. There's Usult.
see if they're going to be able to kill the Sand King, but the rest of OG is very rapidly approaching. Jerix, nice dodge there with the Yule Scepter, and managed to get himself out of there with a Sandstorm, but they already got the Doom on the Enigma, and again, they need that Black Hole desperately. Now they managed to catch the Tinker as well. He very rapidly falls. No Tail, uses the ultimate, finally spots out 60 Bambos hiding in the trees this whole entire time.
S4 is so good. He got a net creep because it can cancel Lincolns through BKB, and then he can just Doom on top. So he self-cancels the Enigma Lincolns thanks to the Zeus ult vision, and then boom, Doom Enigma, fight one.
No.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh my god.
Resolution just gunning for him.
Tinker ball back. You kill Tinker, you win. They kill Tinker, they win.
Bloodthorn comes to fruition. OG.
Radiant's middle barracks
Clinical.
has fallen.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Good study on how to be able to get Dusa ahead and then control the game from there.
Yep. And also, this is still like Medusa, the butterflies, and the Bloodthorn. Then what's it called? The Moon Shard. Were they able to somehow live until this point and plus 10 minutes? That's when he starts to fall off. But right now, it definitely feels like this Medusa is about is 20k ahead of the game. And he's hitting real hard.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Well, Cancel's not going to hold on to the bitter end. BKB already going after the Gyrocopter, dodge the Burrow Strike, but hard to be able to push into the Dusa, as you can see from the Tusk. Fortunately, the Glimmer Cape will save the Tusk's life. Sexy Bamboo still trying to get a black hole out there, but he's only seeing solo targets. S4 a little bit low, but nice stun there. Finally, the black hole goes out, but only catches 2. Caught Resolution as well as Fly's already dead, but Resolution only down to half HP and dishing it out double fold back into Cancel's stack. They've already GG'd out and left the game. OG take game 1 this final.
Good game. I mean, felt somewhat predictable in a lot of ways, but that's sort of what you expect. I think OG just, as we